Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to tackle a problem on LeetCode that requires us to concatenate non-zero digits and multiply by their sum. This problem might sound a bit tricky, but trust me, it's actually quite straightforward once you understand the intuition behind it. So let's dive in and see how we can solve it. The problem asks us to take an integer as input, extract all the non-zero digits from it, and then concatenate them together to form a new integer. After that, we need to calculate the sum of the digits of this new integer and multiply the integer by this sum. It's a bit like a two-step process, where we first create this new integer and then perform a calculation on it. So, the core insight here is to think of the digits of the input integer as individual elements that we can filter and combine in a new way. It's like taking a bunch of Legos and selecting only the ones we want, then connecting them together to form a new structure. In this case, our Legos are the non-zero digits of the input integer, and we're connecting them together to form a new integer. This intuition is key to understanding how we can approach the problem. Now that we have an idea of what we need to do, let's walk through the steps involved. We start by taking the input integer and iterating through each of its digits. For each digit, we check if it's non-zero, and if it is, we add it to our new integer. We also keep track of the sum of these digits as we go. Once we've iterated through all the digits, we can calculate the final result by multiplying our new integer by the sum of its digits. So, let's take a look at the C++ code that implements this approach. We start by defining a function called sum and multiply that takes an integer n as input. Inside this function, we initialize an empty string x to store the non-zero digits and a variable sum to store the sum of these digits. We then use a while loop to iterate through each digit of the input integer n. For each digit, we extract the last digit using the modulo operator, and if it's non-zero, we convert it to a string and add it to the beginning of x. We also add the digit to the sum. After the loop finishes, we check if x is empty, and if it's not, we convert x to a long integer and multiply it by the sum, returning the result. In terms of time and space complexity, this solution is actually quite efficient. The time complexity is O log n, where n is the input integer, because we're iterating through each digit of the integer. The space complexity is also O log n, because we're storing the non-zero digits in the string x. This is a really good trade-off, considering the simplicity of the solution. And that's it for today's problem. I hope you guys found this explanation helpful and easy to follow. If you did, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment your approach below. Let's keep learning and improving together. And I'll catch you all in the next video.